Awesome. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. So my decision to go from consumer to creative was because of one guy and one guy only, and his name is Justin Welsh. Justin Welsh created a digital course about growing on LinkedIn. It's a course that I bought. Once I bought the course, I got to work. Here's what I learned. Awesome. So step one is to figure out what you want to be known for. Choose your niche. To be honest, I didn't have a niche. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I chose something I was interested in, and that was writing on the stock market. So that's what I did. But in hindsight, this is what I should have done. And it's based on the sturdy assumption that all of us have similar problems. So ideally, you would find an interesting problem in your life that causes you a lot of pain, learn how to solve it, document what you did to solve it, and then write content online promoting that solution to other people. If you can help people get from A to B in half the time that it would have taken them to do otherwise, you can build a following on social media. Guarantee you that. An example of a niche that I found interesting was I helped 50-year-olds lose 20 pounds in 2 months. That's super specific. Love it. Step two is to construct a worthy profile. So some of these things are pretty self-explanatory, and that is Justin Welsh, by the way. That's what he looks like. So you got the clear profile picture, you got his banner that promotes his products, you got the website. His tagline is super important, and I'll tell you why. So it lets people know what you do and gives them a reason to follow, and here's why that's important. If you can get somebody to follow you, they are much more likely to transact with you later on down the road. Right? So maybe buy a product, for instance. And then the hashtags are really useful to getting discovered. So he has hashtag branding, hashtag business, hashtag social media. Every time Justin publishes content, his content appears under those hashtags. So if you were to go on LinkedIn and put hashtag business, hashtag branding, his content would appear for sure. He has like 300,000 followers. Step three is to create catchy content. So the key to great content is great copywriting. For those of you all who don't know, copywriting is using the written word to persuade people to take a certain action. So in this case, follow you or buy one of your products. And there's 2 steps to that strategy. Step one is to hook your audience. I'm assuming everybody here is familiar with this motion on the phone. Mindless scroll, right? Trying to put an end to that. Hook the audience, right? You want to hook the audience, stop the scroll. And then we'll use the 5 U's strategy to write great content. So we have what the 5 U's are: useful, urgent, unique, ultra specific, and understandable. The more U's, the better. This is some content I wrote. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I said, imagine investing $1,000 in Amazon 20 years ago. I call it the relatable hook because who wouldn't have liked to invest in Amazon 20 years ago? The problem, I fabricated a problem. You won't be able to replicate that by investing in Amazon today. Oh no, Anouk, what do we do? Here's my actionable advice. Find companies that are still small that have the potential to get a lot bigger. And then the benefit of that is, once you do that, let compounding work its magic. So the benefit is compounding. And I've also included a note that says like your own posts and comments. It's not, I know it's kind of cringy, but at the same time, LinkedIn algorithm is set up in such a way that it pushes the more engaged posts to the top of people's feeds. So that's what we're trying to do, optimize for that. What happened during the journey? So I'd wake up at 5 a.m. to literally interact with other creators, and then I'd post at 6 a.m. And if you know me, that was just god awful. I'm not a morning person. But I'm so happy I did. I got to speak to people from all over the world. Like had Zoom conversations with people from Germany, Denmark, Saudi, Israel, Morocco, etc. And then I gained about 600 followers, which is pretty neat. It's kind of bizarre having people actually follow you. The stuff that you write, very strange. I had this lady on LinkedIn from Croatia who shared my content to her network, and she called me an investment professional. Jokes on her, I have no idea what I'm talking about half the time. Oh, And then the only downside was I was glued to my phone. Before work, during work, after work, I was just, oh, I need to stop doing this. I would sleep really late, and that resulted in me trying to overcompensate the next day with tons of coffee, trying to stay awake. And then because of the coffee, I wouldn't sleep the following night, and it was just a vicious cycle. Where am I now? I got tired of writing content for the sake of writing content, to be honest. I still do it, but not as often. I'm gonna take some time to figure out my next move. I'm kind of in limbo, more cheese. And what did I learn from this experience? When I put away the grammar rules and just started writing short, simple sentences, writing became fun. I generally enjoy it. That's number one. Number two is be unique. On LinkedIn, you'll see the people sharing the same stuff over and over again. You're going to get zero engagement. Trust me on that. To stand out, share a personal story or talk about a challenge you had to overcome or share a controversial opinion, right? Yes, you will get hate for your controversial opinion, but what does that hate equal? Engagement, and that's what we want. And then the hardest thing is to start. You'll need to be an expert. So I think, yeah, hardest thing is to start. I think all of us think that we need to be an expert in our field before we even hit publish, right? But I can tell you right now, you will never be an expert. So my advice to you is start now and let compounding work its magic. Thank you.